Okay, I'm on a site called dylanchords.com. And what I want to do tonight is go through and see if you can see on the screen. We're going to go through all the songs on Desire tonight. So click on Desire, and here we go. So in 1976, Bob Dylan came out with Desire. Some information on it. That all the songs are down below. So we're just going to go through Hurricane, Isis, Mozambique, all these songs right here, which were on the album. There are outtakes listed here, but we're not going to play those. We're just going to go through these. And we won't go through the whole song, but we'll start with Hurricane. So with Hurricane, it starts off with the A minor and the F. And the way I play it, I play an A minor. Pick up that ring finger before I go to the F. Pistol shots ring out in a barroom night. You do this 4 times. From the upper hall, she sees the bartender in a pool of blood. I'm just gonna go through the first loop and then there comes the story of the hurricane. Man, the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell that one time could have been the champion of the world. And that's it. Great song, and you could probably get a harmonica on this. She plays violin on a lot of this album, so in all these little bumpers between each verse and chorus, or whatever you call this, a verse or verse/chorus, there is an an A minor and an F twice, and that's when she'll throw in stuff. But you can play harmonica. But there's another verse, so that's verse 2, there's verse 3, there's verse 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 verses in this, but it's all the same chord progression. So there you go. Let's go back and grab the next song. So the next song we'll do is Isis. Isis is just, he plays a B flat, A flat. All right, so what I'm going to play G, F, C, G. I married Isis on the 5th day of May. Could not hold on to her very long. Cut off my hair, rode straight away for the wild unknown country where I could not go wrong. Pick a key, whatever key you want. I'm playing. All right. So it's or D, C, D, C, G. So find where you can sing it. I married Isis on the 5th day of May. Could not hold on to her very long. Yeah, I think G is the best for me. Okay, simple song. And what do we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 verses, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A lot of verses. You can skip some or play them all. And again, get that harmonica, whatever key you're playing in, grab a harmonica and try it out. Okay, so that's Isis, pretty simple. That's the thing with this album is most of the songs are a lot of words, a lot of verses and choruses, and you'll find the ones that you like. You like the chord progressions. So Mozambique, and this is a little bit different, not really tricky chords. Now this opening, he plays a G, a D, a G, and a D, but he plays a little bit differently. He plays this D shape where you're playing, up on the 7th fret and 7, 8, 7, but you play that D. So that's a G, that's a D, and then that's a G, and that's a D. So what's the words? Pretty simple. You play that loop 3 times, and then you resolve it kind of with a C G D 2 times, and that's the verse. And then he does a verse again. Then we get into the chorus. I like to spend some time in Mozambique. Sunny skies, aqua blue. And all the couples dancing cheek to cheek. Here we go, C, G, D. It's very nice to stay a week or 2 and maybe fall in love, just me and you. Yeah, listen to the record, see what he does there, if he continues with the C, G. Yeah, I think he does. There's lots of pretty girls in Mozambique, plenty time for good romance, and everybody stop and speak. Seek a chance, or maybe say hello with just a glance. Okay, and then we go into the chorus off of that C. Off of that C, G, D. I would say play it twice. Lying next to her by the ocean, reaching out and touching her hand, whispering a secret emotion, magic in a magical land. Da-da-da-da. And then you go. Then you're back into a verse. So you have a verse, kind of a double verse and a chorus, and then another verse. I guess that's it. Unless there's another version of this, that's kind of it. Try harmonica. Get your friend who can play the violin. All right, let's go on to the next song. So that was Mozambique. One More Cup of Coffee on the Road. This is kind of a dirge, an A minor. So it's A minor, G, F to an E. Your breath is sweet, your eyes are like 2 jewels in the sky. Your back is straight, your hair is smooth on the pillow where you lie. I don't sense affection, no gratitude or love. Your loyalty is not to me, to the stars above. And then it's just an F, E 2 times to an A minor. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. And back into that, descending progression, A minor, G, F, E. Your daddy is an outlaw. Okay, and continue. So that's basically it. So it's verse, chorus. There's a verse and a chorus. There's the third verse and chorus, and that's it. That's the song. Oh Sister, another kind of slow one with a couple little walks here. So it's okay. So this is in G. Oh sister, when I come, and you play the C, and then you walk down on that C note too. All right, C, B, open A to a G. The A, maybe you could play an A minor there, but it's kind of just a walk down. So it's, oh sister, when I come to lie in your arms. Yeah, playing an A minor kind of makes it sound fuller. You should not treat me like a stranger. Our Father would not like the way that you act, and you must realize the danger. And you just repeat it. Oh, sister, am I not a brother to you? And one deserving of affection. And is our purpose not the same on this earth? To love and follow his direction. Okay, now we get the chorus. It goes, we grew up together from the cradle to the grave. We died and were reborn, mysteriously saved. Oh, sister, and that's it. And again, you just repeat those chords and that little walk down there. So you have a kind of a double verse and a chorus, and then a verse and a chorus, I guess. Let me see. Hard Rain version. There's a verse. Budokan version. I'm not sure. For some reason, I thought there was just more length to this song, but maybe there's more, solos and stuff. So it looks to me like it's verse, verse, chorus, verse, and then a chorus. But listen to the record. There's real no tricks to it, but some little walk downs. Okay, next song, Joey. A lot of these songs are, I don't want to say dirges, but they're kind of slower. So Joey is. Born in Red Hook, Brooklyn, in the year of who knows when. Opened up his eyes to the tune of an accordion. Always on the outside, whatever side there was. When they asked him why it had to be that way, well, he answered, just because. Little walk down. Larry was the oldest, Joey was next to last. They called Joe crazy, the baby they called Kid Blast. Some say they lived off gambling and running numbers too. They always seemed to get caught between the mob and the man in blue. Okay, chorus. Joe, yeah, it's a hard one. Joey, king of the streets, child of clay. Joey, what made them want to come and blow you away? And here we go. This is a long story. So, we started off kind of with a double verse and a chorus. There's a verse. There's a bunch of verses, and I think there's choruses after each one of these. But you probably have to listen to. Oh no, actually, here's there's two verses and a chorus. Now there's three verses and a chorus, and then there's three verses and a chorus, two verses and a chorus, two verses and a chorus. So again, it's Dylan was in a writing frenzy for this record. So that was Joey, a little mob story. Romance in Durango. This one moves a little bit. Again, the violin really plays a big part here, and so Get the harmonic out if you're solo. Hot chili peppers in the blistering sun, dust on my face in my cave. Me and Magdalena on the run, think this time we shall escape. Do it again. Sold my guitar to the baker's son for a few crumbs and a place to hide. I can't get another one. I'll play for Magdalene as we ride. Okay, now chorus, you gotta check your Spanish here. So coming off that. Dolores, mi querida, Dios las vigila. Soon the horse will take us to Durango. Agarra mi vida, soon the desert will be gone. Soon you will be dancing the fandango. As the Aztec ruins and the ghosts of our people. And continue. Refer to the opening verse to get the chord progression. Not that tricky. Here's a double verse and then a chorus. Looks like the chorus is the same with the couple Spanish lines. Nothing seems to change lyrically. And then there's a couple more triple verse and a chorus, a double verse and a chorus. So again, a lot of stuff. Sometimes two verse, a double verse, sometimes a triple verse. Black Diamond Bay. Yeah, this has up on the white veranda, she wears a necktie and a Panama hat. Her passport shows a face from another time and place. She looks nothing like that. Good change to a B minor. And all the remnants of a recent past are scattered in a wild wind. Okay, first time I played it. B minor. And all the remnants of her C, D, C, B note. To a G. Scattered in a wild wind. So again. And all the remnants of her recent past are scattered in the wild wind. She walks across the marble floor and the voice from the gambling room is calling her to come on in. Oh, she smiles, walks the other way. As the last ship sails and the moon fades away in Black Diamond Bay. Kind of the similar walk down that we had earlier, so it's sort of a motif that Dylan's in doing this. And then you have another long, just follow this along with the chords from above, because it's kind of it's sort of a verse into some kind of a chorus, but it's really just one long flowing progression, and then there's another, as the morning light. But every time it ends on Black Diamond Bay, then you're at the end of it. Another one, that's the third one. The desk clerk heard the woman laugh. That's the fourth one. I've got to talk to someone quick is the fifth one. Island is the sixth one. I was sitting is the seventh one. So it looks like seven total loops. Good song, though. It moves along. Good to have a conga player or a drummer along with this. And the last song, Sara, is the last song that was on the album. This is about his, I believe it was his wife, maybe his girlfriend back in the day, Sara. Kind of a slow song. Laid on the dune, I looked at the sky when the children were babies and played on the beach. You came up behind me, saw you go by. You were always so close, still within reach. Sara, Sara, whatever make you wanna change your mind. Sara, Sara, easy to look at, so hard to define. And that is it. There's a verse and a chorus, 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 a verse and a chorus. And the chorus looks like all the choruses have different words. So they all say Sara, Sara, but there's a different second and fourth line. Great song, cool progression. So Dylan really did a lot on this album with, I want to say basic beginner cowboy chords. Find songs that you like, that you can sing, get them in your range, use a capo, change the key, get the harmonicas out and try some things, and you can do really add them to a solo gig. So enjoy. Again, go to this site. It's dylanchords.com. There's different versions. There's different bootleg versions, live versions of different songs. So good luck. Cool. Thanks.